Well, Santa's in the green room. He is our special guest on today's podcast, and I am so excited. Daffy, we look so festive today.
Oh.
All dressed up, nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. But
They
look
two minutes. 2 minutes to airtime. Yeah. We're up. Okay.
Get ready.
Welcome, audience. Today, Santa is our guest, and here comes Santa Claus.
I told you that he would stand us up because there's a million Santas outside.
This Santa has never agreed to an interview before, so we've never really seen him. Now we got to fill all this airtime. What are we going to talk about?
He didn't show up.
Why would he agree to an interview and then not come?
How in the world are we going to interview
all of those Santas, and yet not a single one showed up?
Not a single one showed up.
What are we going to do?
Now what are we going to do?
Well, I don't know. What are we going to talk about?
Okay,
Talk about your Christmas.
Talk about my Christmas?
Christmas, maybe with
Ooh.
Christmas Eve, maybe.
Christmas Eve, I would stay. I would wake up like every hour, every 2 hours.
Me too. Oh, me too. I would be in bed at 5:30 because the sun went down.
I wouldn't go to bed that early. I went to bed like about 10 o'clock, but I woke up like at 12, and guess what I saw?
What?
I saw Santa kissing my mother under the mistletoe.
That is disgusting.
It's disgusting. It caused me trauma for the rest of my life.
And you shared this secret with who?
I never told anybody.
You just
this
told
is
everyone.
Exclusive.
An exclusive.
He's probably out kissing a bunch of mothers.
Well, I don't think he kissed my mother. I wouldn't know because I was in bed too early, but yeah. So, it's okay. What are all these little brown it appears that maybe he's already been here. Could he have already been here?
Ooh, these are really good that you brought.
They're brown droppings. I didn't bring those. Those little brown droppings look like reindeer poop. Are you eating them?
Are you kidding me?
No.
Ooh, I'm not going to eat them all if they're reindeer poop.
Well, it appears he's already been here.
Santa has already been here. Look what was behind my back. And there's something inside.
What the elf?
What the elf? What the elf? What the elf is this?
What? So they look for him each day. You don't touch the elf.
What the elf is this? I mean, what?
You don't know about the elf. He is
what the elf? What the elf?
He is a scout for Santa Claus. He watches kids through December, and each night he flies back to the North Pole and reports to Santa if the kids have been naughty or nice. Then he flies back to the family, and when the kids wake up, they look for the elf. It's kind of hard to focus when you're... All right.
What the elf is this?
You don't know about the elf.
I have no idea about this.
He is a
what
scout.
The elf?
He is a scout elf for Santa Claus. He watches kids through December, and each night he flies to the North Pole and reports to Santa if the kids have been naughty or nice. Then he flies back to the family and he hides. When the kids wake up, they find the elf in a new spot around the house, and so they look for him each day. You don't touch the elf because it will lose its magic, and then it can't report to Santa Claus to tell him what's happening. Well, so some elves are pretty creative and mischievous. Let me tell you about Finn. Finn was a little elf in my daughter's family. One night he flew to the North Pole, reported to Santa, made his way back to the home, and he was famished. So he made himself a whole bunch of little teeny tiny pancakes, made a real mess in the kitchen when they got up in the morning. So when they found him, he was wearing a little teeny chef hat. Chester, Scrat, and Carol, another daughter's elves, are engaged to be married. Right now they're looking for little tuxedos and a little wedding dress for them. These little elves are a lot of fun, and they are
fun. Look,
serve a very valuable purpose for Santa Claus. There you go.
There you go.
That's their story.
Okay, let me tell you why I don't know what the elf this is. I had suffered a serious injury. It took me several years of just trying to stay alive. And I think this elf came out while I was
recovering.
I never knew that this elf had a purpose.
Oh yes, very much so. This little
All
elf
I
had
knew
a
was he was an elf on a shelf, and I always thought, why in the world would you want to put an elf on the shelf?
Well,
There's lots more cuter decorations than this elf.
well,
This elf
a
was the elf.
lot of fun you are.
Oh, a lot of fun I
Santa
am.
Claus is coming. Do you know what? Do you hear what I hear?
What?
The sound of nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Which is what you're going to get if you don't change that nasty Christmas attitude.
Ooh.
That elf serves a valuable purpose. You won't be rocking around the Christmas tree unless if you break off the arms of your elf. And you know, one thing about this little elf,
Can stand on his head.
they can't on Christmas Eve, the family can play with this elf. Did you know why?
Oh,
Because
why?
he doesn't have to fly back to Santa anymore.
Ooh.
So he is done.
So he's like a big tattletale.
Yeah, so they can play with him, and then the next morning he's off to Santa, and they don't see him until the next year. So you know. So,
Okay. Creepy, but fun.
Yeah.
Did you guys know about the purpose of an elf on a shelf? Or were you like me, where I just thought, what the elf is this? Why are people wanting to buy an elf on a shelf? I never knew until this moment when
You're just a
Daisy
lost,
explained it to me.
just a lost Claus.
Oh, I'm a lost Claus. What the elf?
Yeah. What the elf?
What the elf? Okay.
Well, I believe.
Look, look,
What?
These aren't the prettiest
Those were
things Daisy's
where did
ever
you
made.
find those?
But
I
they
did not
are
make
tasty.
those. I did not make those. What are you
You're
eating?
not too many these, but because they're so good.
Yeah, I didn't make those.
Ooh, look at them.
It says right on the package, do not eat. Those are from Santa. I wonder if the elf was cleaning up the mess. And now there you are eating them. That is disgusting. Okay, well, that's a Christmas wrap. Merry Christmas, everyone.